Greetings. This is Jinuk Jung from Korea EHT. I am going to introduce about our company's new technology with the title of Heat Tracing Nonstop Auto Maintenance Control System Smartrace. First of all, I will tell you the current situation about the heat tracing, and then we will talk about the problems of existing technology. Then I will tell you the new technology that can solve these problems. And I will introduce about our new product. Heat tracing system uses heating cables in power plants for the freeze protection and maintaining the temperature. Fire and freeze are two representative accidents by heating cable. Bad insulation of the heating cable occurs leakage current, and it can occur fire in the site. To detect the danger of fire and prevent the accident, heating cable's insulation resistance must be checked regularly. And when there is not enough output, freeze happens in the pipeline. This accident occurs often in the site. After the installation of the heating cable, it becomes aged while in operation. As a result, less output is made from the heating cable and the pipeline becomes frozen. As the output of the heating cable is closely related to its resistance value, regular checkup of the circuit resistance is very important for the freeze protection. During the operation, heating cable overconsumes the energy if it does not sense the pipe temperatures exactly. Heating cable works when the pipe temperature is lower than the set temperature. If pipe temperature goes higher than the set temperature, the heating cable is turned off for saving the energy. But if there is problem in the sensor which measures the pipe temperature, or especially if there is communication failure, the temperature information cannot be transmitted from the pipeline to the panel. Then, for the freeze protection, the manager has no other option but manually turn on the heating cable continuously. In this case, in the winter season, up to 3 times more power can be unnecessarily overused. To prevent the energy overconsumption, non-stop communication that transmit the temperature information to the panel is very important. In the site, regular maintenance is required. For example, when the heating cables are aged, they need to be changed with the new one. However, in the power plant, hundreds of heating cables are installed. Many of them are crossed each other. In this case, which circuit is connecting to which endpoint should be indicated for the ease of maintenance work. Until now, I showed you the problems that happen in the heat tracing system. Can these problems be solved with the existing technology? Let me tell you the answer. Not at all. For the prevention of the fire, will there be regular insulation resistance checkup in the site? In reality, checkup is done 1 time or even less in a year. I'll explain you the general way to measure the insulation resistance. Existing technology cannot measure the insulation resistance when the electric current is applying. So the power should be shut off first. After, person should open the power control unit cover and separate the terminal, and then person manually measures the insulation resistance by using the measure. But power shutoff can give negative impacts on the operation of the power plant. So it gives a big burden on the manager of the site. And many areas in the power plant are hazardous area. Opening the cover and separating the terminal in the hazardous area is very dangerous. Moreover, when a person manually measures insulation resistance one by one, it requires a huge labor force. So, in reality, the checkup is done only one time in a year in the shutdown period. As explained, decreased output due to circuit aging can occur the freeze accident. Existing technology cannot figure out the status of circuit aging. Only after the freeze, people understand that the circuits were aged. So the manager changes the heating cable after the accidents happen. To prevent the accidents, managers in site need to change the aged circuits. But because they do not know how much the circuits are aged, they have hard time to decide whether they will prepare the budget for the changing the circuits. These are the current practical concerns of the power plants which have interest on our new product. As explained, non-stop communication to send the temperature information is very important for the energy saving. In the existing technology, there are wired communication and wireless communication. Existing wired communication requires separate sensor cable, so the installation budget becomes increased. Existing wireless communication uses short wavelength. As its communication length is short, repeater must also be installed. Also, as soon as the communication failure happens, the communication immediately becomes disconnected. And as explained already, many circuits are crossed each other in the site. So it is difficult to find out which circuit is connected to which endpoint. So we have seen several problems, and can above problems be solved? With Smartrace, it is possible. Existing technology cannot measure the insulation resistance while electrical current is applied, but we automatically measure the insulation resistance in the minimal time when relay contact is open. Thus, non-stop operation becomes possible. Currently, many customers are interested in this technology. We completed the application of the patent in Korea, and we are also planning to apply the patent in the other countries. In real time, the insulation resistance are saved in the average value of each month. With just one click, the manager can check the trend of the insulation resistance of the heating cable. It leads the effective safety checkup to become possible. Self-regulating heating cable has the character of changing the molecular structure according to the temperature environment. In the winter season, its structure shrinks to reduce the resistance to increase the output. In the summer season, its structure expands to increase the resistance to reduce the output. As the molecular structure expands and shrinks, the circuit goes aging process as it becomes aged. Even in the winter season, the molecular structure does not shrink enough. Thus, the resistance increases and output decreases. As explained, existing technology cannot find out how much the cables are aged before the accident happens. Our new technology automatically analyzes the change trend of the resistance value and show the circuit's current aging status. It helps the manager to predict the time to change the circuit. So, before the freeze accident happens, manager can prepare the budget of the year and manage the facility with plans. I already told you that non-stop communication is very important for the energy saving. Our technology uses both wired and wireless communication. The user can choose the appropriate communication method according to its site. Although error happens in communication, through auto switching, non-stop communication becomes possible. Moreover, our new technology has AND kit lamp flickering function. It helps to check which circuit is connected to which endpoint through which path. The manager can do maintenance with much more convenience. Our new product has overwhelming technology, even when compared to products from famous brands like Chromarox or Raykin. Already several years ago, we acquired the patent regarding the power line communication. And we completed the application of the patent regarding the four new technology that were explained above. And these new technologies were approved by the tests from the public certification organizations. To sum up, Nonstop real-time insulation resistance measurement system, circuit aging analysis, and lifespan prediction system, nonstop communication automatic switching system, circuit path and endpoint indication system. Above four new technologies are applied in our new product. Moreover, there are other convenient technologies that fulfill the need in the site. By using the remote controller, the temperature setting is possible without opening the terminal box. It displays the temperature in sight to save the time. In the panel, ISO drawing of each circuits are displayed for the convenience of the site manager. The alarms can be observed from the control station computer. Moreover, they could be checked from the user's smartphone. Of new technologies and convenient technologies are firstly introduced. It is efficient, it is effective, it is safe, it saves the energy. I'll finish the presentation. Thank you for your time to listen carefully.